Good morning, sunshines. I think I scream at you every single time you guys get in a live video and you just like turn it off because you're like, oh my God, don't yell good morning sunshine at me so loud. But it's hard to be quiet. Like I don't do like quiet or soft very well. Side note, we were doing a dance class yesterday because all of a sudden I decided that I'm back into dance and we were like going big and it's like, just do everything super soft. And I was like, don't know how to do that. So, but Miracle Morning Carlton, how's it going? Miracle Morning together, day 30, you guys, we did it. We're champions. Morning sunshine, Jose, how are you? This was my commitment to you guys. It was 30 days of transforming or just actually starting the process of deciding on better, more, new, whatever that is for you, looking for more happiness, more confidence, more success, a better attitude, whatever that looks like for you, of some change maybe that you've been running after or haven't been running after because you didn't know it was there to run after, right? So over the last 30 days, and really it's been 34, but remember those 3 days out in Ohio where I wasn't on here? Yep, me too. So I counted for those and got toward day 30 because that was our initial commitment, just so that we would have some sort of accountability tool. Number one, like you guys, I love doing this because it's definitely accountability for me, for what I'm going through, for what I'm reading, for what I'm learning. Good morning, Nikki. I know for some of you guys, like Nikki had commented back to me that this is part of her routine right now to really like create some sort of solid habit in our lifestyles to push us to the next level, right? So, Nikki, I was just saying we made it. It's day 30, and I know I'm going to keep going. I don't know if we call it Miracle Morning Together or just Good Morning Sunshine, because that's what I do, and it's going to be all sorts of tools, not just Miracle Morning. But I'm excited to keep pursuing this, and I'm excited to be with you guys more often. But I do want to go through what we do each morning to set up for a powerful, powerful day, and that's to discuss our savers and where we're at with our silence, our affirmations and gratitude, our visualizations, our exercise, our reading, and our scribing. We got through all of those different aspects over the last 30 days. You guys learned some tools about how to weave them into your life, how to just like at least start doing some of them, and then why would you do these different things and how they could impact you. So hopefully you gathered some of that. If not, you can go through some of the old videos. They're usually like 10 to 15 minutes long. I tend to like talk longer than I'm supposed to, and I'm kind of ridiculous. So sorry about that. It's great. Savers, right? Starting off with our gratitude, it's the easiest thing to do because all you have to do is look around, you guys, and there's things to be thankful for all around you each and every day, and it changes who you are. So share your good morning sunshine. So you just put good morning sunshine on there, and then share your one of your gratitudes that you're having for today, and maybe an affirmation. For me, a gratefulness that I have right now is that I am like just given another day. Like I woke up and the energy in our household is so high, and the love is so just there. And there's been some stuff that I'm working on, which is another one of my gratefuls and my I ams. I could pull them both together. Morning, Veronica, how are you? But one of my gratefuls is that there's always an opportunity to be better. There's always an opportunity, and not like that it's not good enough. That sounds actually bad, the way that I stated that. But there's always an opportunity to push yourself to the next level, to get out of your comfort zone and create more in your life, or create different in your life, or create new in your life, if that's something that you want. Morning, Janae. We're not stuck. None of us are stuck. Morning, Debbie. There might be a perception of stuck if you're not taking action and you're not looking for, like actually seeking something more. But there's no such thing as stuck, because we get to make the choice to get out of our own way and to get out of our comfort zone. So I'm grateful for our opportunity to choose to get out of our comfort zone. That's what my gratefuls for today. And also is like this one just strong with multiple conversations that I had yesterday, and that's simply just I am love. And morning, Kara! I miss you. Do you wish we were in Mexico right now doing this together? Because I do. So for me, just I am love, and it's like there's a whole process I can't even like really go like through. I have different coaches in all different areas of my life, but some things that I worked through yesterday about why I do what I do, and then simply just ending up with I am love. And guys, that can be a huge I am. And it says a lot for me in my heart just when I say it. So I am love. I am grateful for the opportunity to get out of my comfort zone, to push for more, and also be happy with where I'm at. Have the gratitude for where I'm at right now. Morning, Tatiana. How are you, my dear? Okay. What are your gratefuls? Like, you want to list this. I saw all you guys jump on here, so I've only seen a couple gratefuls go on. You do your good morning sunshine or your hashtag GMS, something that you're grateful for, some sort of affirmation. Remember, by sharing and participating, it's where we're able to find the growth, right? When you hold everything in, it's hard to find the growth. And I think we'll talk about that tomorrow, because I had 2 different videos I was going back and forth between today. But yes, all the hearts, I love it. But today, I wanted to, because we are at day 30, I wanted to talk about practice. So I wish I was like really technologically advanced, but I'm not, because I want to like throw in a loop of the video. Do you guys know the basketball one? Like, I'm talking about practice, not a game, right? You guys know what I'm saying? John, you want to sing this for them? He does it all the time. Anyways, it's great. It's fantastic. It's where they just like loop the voice over and over, and it cracks me up. But that's what I'm talking about today, is practice, not a game, and it came up in like 2 of my different readings yesterday, and in another conversation, and at a seminar that I was doing, all for getting out of my comfort zone and improving myself. And the reiteration that everything that we're doing, you guys, is just practice. Like, sometimes it's like we put so much pressure on ourselves, like we're in the game all the time, like you're always in the game of life. But you guys, we just kind of make up the game of life. Like, it's just whatever, it just is there, right? It's all about us practicing to fill in the blank here, whatever you're wanting to become. So everything that we learn in life, we've learned through practice, we've learned through repetition, and we've learned by creating habits. And when we were younger, our practice came from those people that gave it to us, right? It came from our parents, it came from our coaches at sports, it came from friends, whatever they were teaching. Like, learning a language in the beginning was practice of associations of some made up, like, you know, whatever this is called, like the dialect about what they call a wall. Like, it was just all made up, but we practiced it enough to make it become a part of who we are. Just language, right? We practiced what our attitude was like when we wake up in the morning. How do we show up to the world? We practiced how we showed up to, I'm gonna let my dog out. You guys just hang out there for a second. My dog's literally right here, but go. We practiced how we were going to show up in school. We practiced in sports. That's like the most literal version to see. It's just like how you have the repetitious movements to learn a new skill in sports. To me, that makes a lot of sense. Morning, Brian, what's going on? Because I was an athlete. So like the repetition of learning a skill in gymnastics was practice. And in life, everything that we're doing is just practice for who we're becoming. So if you feel like you're waking up every day, morning, Michelle, how are you, my love? If you feel like you're waking up every day and you're in a state of sadness or despair or concern or mediocrity, or maybe just like bleh, or what about the meme that's just like meh, like you're in like that state every single day, and then you continue to pursue that state every day, then you're practicing meh. That's what you're practicing. You're practicing that each and every day. You're ingraining it more into who you are, and you are taking it on more and more every day. Like the day, like maybe you're like, I used to be such a positive person. I used to be like so happy-go-lucky and whatever. And then each day, like something happened where you were kind of in a bad mood and you practiced it. And instead of like releasing that and deciding to practice happiness or a good attitude or forward movement or whatever it is, you decided, I'm going to absorb this negativity, I'm going to absorb this energy, and I'm going to practice it. And then when you practice it, you start to get really good at it, don't you? Like, what about that first time that we were talking about gossip last night? And I think a lot of people practice gossip. Not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of it at all. Like, if you don't have something nice to say around someone, like to create conversation around, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And that's just been for quite a while, I think, with this like transformation that I've been going through and coaching. But When you practice gossip the first time, morning Kim, and then like the next time you're with those same people, they're gonna remember you and they're like, oh yeah, she's the one that I get to talk shit about so-and-so with, because like people thrive on that energy from one another. So you can practice bad things, you can practice good things, but the point is whatever you're repetitiously doing each day, that's your practice, right? Don't worry, let me throw it back in. Come on. So you're creating your being each and every day by your actions, by your daily actions. And the cool part of it is like goes right back to my gratitude that I had for today is that there's John. The cool part about that is that you get to make the decision to get out of your own way and get uncomfortable and practice new things. The second, like, it's not like, I love this. We were talking about how change takes time, but transformation takes place in a second. The second that you decide that you want to have a better attitude, or you want to have more happiness, then you literally practice more happiness. That's what you do. Negative comes in, you release it, and you practice more happiness. That's how that works. So the idea that you can practice something new in your life is at your fingertips. This ties in, we could talk about this subject actually for the next month if we wanted to, but I get really bored because I'm like all over the board, so I have to talk about a lot of things. But you could practice this just with what we've learned here, right? So let's take this all the way back to Miracle Morning. Good morning, Katie. And what practice means for the Miracle Morning and how you could use this in your life to take the first steps. So like when we very first started, I kind of talked about creating a habit, right? And we talked about the goggles and turning them upside down. I think we did Astros. I don't know. I talk about it all the time. But how habits take 21 days to like bring in, sometimes a little bit longer depending on your age and all sorts of things, and then about 90 days to become a part of who you are. So deciding to practice a positive morning, you guys, could be the catalyst that changes your life. If you just go back to the beginning of deciding to practice a positive morning, you just make the decision. Like, I'm going to make the decision that I'm going to wake up, and instead of being in a pissy mood, I'm going to be in a good mood. Like, Kelly, I can't just change your mood. Guess what? You can. Like, that's the thing. You can paste a smile on your face, and literally the internal parts of you, your emotions, are going to start to change. You can practice the silence, the meditation, the affirmation, the gratitude, the visualization, do your exercise, have your positive reading, do your journaling, the things that we've learned over the last 30 days. You can practice those activities, and your life is going to start to change, and your practice is going to start to lead you in a different direction. And I don't know where you're going to end up. I have no idea what's in store for you, but I know that if you feel like you're stuck and you're like in that stuckness, right, that you're just there and you're practicing the same things day after day after day that aren't getting you to where you want to be, you have to make a change. If you want for more, you don't have to. God, you don't have to do anything. You can stay in your stuckness. If you want to stay in your stuckness, sit in it, like smell it, just be with it, right? But if you want for other things, it's time to start practicing other things. It's time to start to start like devoting yourself to a little bit more. So if you want to take this on, you guys, this is the Miracle Morning, and it's just based, I started a morning routine. I told you guys this before. I started a morning routine, and then I discovered that there was a book about it that created a structure. If you haven't gotten a book yet, try that one. It's Hal Elrod. There's Miracle Morning for all sorts of different industries, people. You can get it on Audible if you're like, I don't like to read. Are you in the car ever? Download it on Audible, download it on iTunes, and just when you're in the car for 10 minutes, listen and absorb some of that information and start to practice it each and every day, because I'm talking about practice, not a game, right? Just start to infuse it into what you do. Morning, Joan, morning, Stephanie, morning, Leo. How's it going, guys? And see if that doesn't work for you, you're still like not quite sure about the structure, I'm going to continue on with this. So if it's just so much as practicing positivity for 10 to 15 minutes a day, where you don't even watch my face because I'm always just doing something ridiculous and it doesn't matter, and you just turn the sound on, that might be your practice. It might be a YouTube video. It might be like the basics of Savers. Maybe you do a 10-minute Savers routine, right? Whatever that is for you, make a commitment that you don't want to be stuck anymore and you're willing to practice for a better life, for whatever you would love to run for, but for some reason you just stopped. You don't even know. Like, you just stopped. You just decided that being stuck was easier, and it is easier. It's way more convenient to be stuck and just sit there and smell it, isn't it? It doesn't take any energy. Like, all you have to do is do the same thing you did yesterday. But here's the cool thing, and I'm going to end right after this, morning Lauren, is that when you start to practice these different positive things in your life, eventually, you guys, that's gonna be the new norm for you. A smile on your face when you wake up, when you said, I was never a morning person and now I am, that's gonna be a new norm for you. Waking up with that alarm clock, having a good attitude despite adversity, despite situations that happen in your life, and smiling and just being a positive ray of light. Like, that can be the new norm for you if you just start to practice one day at a time. So I hope that you guys keep joining me. I'm gonna keep going for the same structure, and we'll kind of see if we need to adapt or flow at all since we've done our 30 days. But good morning, sunshines. If this is your first time on, there's like 30 of these now, and we talk about all sorts of different things, but we always start off by writing good morning sunshine. If it's a rewatch, write rewatch, or hashtag GMS if you're super lazy because you don't want to write all the words out. That's perfect too. That's just a time saver, right? And then share something that you're grateful for, and share just an affirmation, and then we can share about any of the other savers. So we've just kind of been picking one of the other savers and sharing in and around that space. So you could go back and do that, you guys, and you could do that, and you could watch all 30 if you wanted, and share something on every one. The more that you feel the gratitude in your heart, the more that you're practicing, right? So you choose how much you want to practice. If you want to smile for 2 minutes today, great. At least you're making the 2 minutes, right? But if you decide you want to paste that baby to your face all day long and whack people out, practice it. Morning, Leanne, I love you. Guys, I love you so much. Good morning, sunshine. Day 30, that's a wrap. You guys did it. I'm so proud of you. Bye.